T minus 1 minute. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Bring your appetite down to Big Belly Cafe, 140 Gore Street, Webster, Mass. for curbside, takeout, and indoor seating. Visit BigBellyCafe.com to view their hours, menu, and order online. For reservations, please call ahead at 508-949-2433. Follow Big Belly Cafe on Facebook for weekly and daily specials. And remember, all veterans receive a discount for their recognition of service. Big Belly Cafe. Reedy's Archery, located in Middleborough, Mass. at 121 Wood Street, has been a staple in the area since 1993 and has become the one-stop pro shop for competitive target archers and bow hunters from New England. Reedy's is open Monday through Thursday, 12 p.m. to 8 p.m., Saturdays, 10 p.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure to visit Reedy'sArchery.com and follow them on Facebook to keep up with upcoming events. Reedy's Archery, dedicated to the archer. Wolf Aviation Network is the only flight school in the area utilizing the Airwolf Simulator AATD and the specialized Part 61 training program designed to save students money while increasing safety and efficiency. Creating safe pilots is our first priority. Our flight sim is the perfect training device. It is designed to prepare students adequately before taking flight in our aircraft. Fly with us and save money. Wolf Aviation. Reserve your spot at 413-563-1929 and visit wolfaviationnetwork.com.
Ever hear the one about the frog? Put a frog in a pot of boiling water and it'll jump right out.
Here's my resume again.
But put a frog in a pot of cool water and slowly heat it up, and that frog will boil. It's a lie. But as a metaphor for us and all that we go through as veterans,
Do you have any real-world experience?
it's a story that rings true. We make excuses for how we feel. We push everything down. We tell ourselves the lie that it's easier to stay in that boiling water, to disconnect. And some days, maybe it is. But you've never been interested in easy. Make no mistake, reaching out is hard. Do it anyway. You're not alone. You've got this. You are not a frog.
Find resources at va.gov/reach.
That would be cool.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Fubar Studios. I am your host, Doug. So, with everything going on nowadays, I've got to say there's a lot of music that's being put out there more and more because a lot of people don't realize that this world's getting separated day by day by day, and not realizing and going back to where we come together as one and stop this fighting back and forth, talking about, if you're rich or poor, or if you're white or black. It doesn't matter. We're all together with this. And people are just back and forth at it. Who cares on what it is? What do we bleed? That's right. We bleed red. We bleed red. We all have a heart. We all have a mind. We all need, air to fill our lungs. It's what it's about. And, it's a damn shame that we can't just get back to the way it was, with everybody coming together and realizing and uniting each other and looking out for each other, because we're all pinning each other against each other and not realizing that's what this world's coming to. It's people are using us as a pawn to pin each other against each other and saying pretty much, we don't care who you are and we don't care what you are. And it's like, really? Listen, we all need oxygen. We all need oxygen to live. We all bleed red. We all have a heart that needs to be beating. And that's it. It doesn't matter if we're white, yellow, brown, black, green, orange, yellow, blue. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Everybody's life matters. Everybody needs to be treated equally. We all need to be not pinning each other against each other and, just fighting one another. We all need to just unite again. And it's sad that things happen in this country to finally get us united, just like, December 7th, 1941, September 11th, 2001, those days, they're days that have caused us to be able to turn back and unite with one another and to come together and to realize that we need to be together. This whole stuff being, divided, it's ridiculous. And I've got to say, this song that has been popping up constantly on everything that, like, when I pull things up, it's like it's popping up. And it's the artist who is Oliver Athony. It's called Richmond, north of Richmond. And I'm going to bring it onto the screen, and so you can hear it. And this is exactly the things that I talk about, that we need to stop being divided and start being united. Being united is what it's about, not being divided. When you have a set mind frame, saying this is how this person is, this is how that person is, it's ridiculous. And the individuals that are not changing the way that they think and realizing that's not the right way to be thinking that way, it's shame on you. it's shame on you. We're all here as an individual that needs to do what we need to do, because we're born into this world and we have a purpose, and that's to be brought up in a good way and to be able to be taught, the foundations of the right and wrong, and stuff like that, and not just be dividing each other, because we should not be dividing from one another. We should be uniting. And like I said, this song sticks out. It's Oliver Anthony. Again, it's Richmond, north of Richmond.
I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay, so I can sit out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. There's Richmond, north of Richmond, Lord knows it all. Just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, the rich men. I wish politicians look out for minors, not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the whole beast milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge round. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
There it is, you guys. Again, it's so true that we all work, for this, technically, quote unquote, bullshit pay, and we bust our butts every single day, and it's crazy. And then people just want to divide us and not realize that that's not what we should be doing, because we all need to be united. Because again, like I said, even from before, it's crazy that people are doing this and not realizing that it's dividing us so much more when it comes to this country. You know, again, we're all, doesn't matter what color we are, black, yellow, brown, green, orange, purple, gray, it doesn't matter. We all need oxygen for our lungs. I can't say this enough. Oxygen for our lungs, a beating heart, and we all bleed red. So if I cut myself right now, just because I'm slicing something or I'm working outside, it doesn't matter. If we cut each other, we're all gonna bleed the same color. We gotta get through this. We gotta get to stop being divided and becoming united. You know, like I see there's a guy that does free hugs, you know, or hashtag free hugs or something like that. You know, it's you know, we need to come together and stop being divided. You know, it's crazy that that this stuff like this happens, and it's like it's nuts, and we need to, you know, start coming back to the way we were during, you know, when September 11th happened. We need to come back and, you know, be united again, because that's what it's about. You know, it's crazy that this world has been getting divided and divided and divided more and more. It's, if you take a pizza pie and you keep slicing it other ways, all it does is keeps dividing that pizza pie to more slices until it's like a sliver and everybody's against each other. And it's just, it's crazy that that we're doing this to one another. It's sad. It destroys me, because it's like, it's one thing that I look at and I'm like, why do we keep doing this to each other? But it just keeps happening. It's just, it's very crazy that this country keeps doing this, and I don't understand how it is. But you know, there is another one that was put out there that has someone that does rapping adding into this whole Richmond, north of Richmond. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this up.
Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do, 'cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end, 'cause the rich men,
You know what I think? I'm thinking it's time that we all unite. Cause if we combine the city boys with the boys off in the pines and load up our rifles and form us a line, we're only as weak as the links in the chain. So think for yourself and start using your brain. They pit us against one another, my brother. Don't focus on color, quit fanning the flames. We're selling our souls for the fortune and fame. They poison the water, derailing the trains, killing the cattle and taxing the grain. No one does nothing but bitch and complain, it's a damn shame. But people like me will survive. Blue collar baby, I work to get mine. My people don't stand in no welfare line. Hunting and fishing and growing the garden. They're starving your family while feeding you lies. What kind of manners stand idly by while children get raped? I'd rather die. Just give us a list of Biden is hiding. They'll all be dead by the end of the night. I promise I'll make sure they all see the point when I give them the end of my knife.
Lord, it's a damn show.
Again, it's people are pinning each other against each other, and it's sad. And you know, for me, you know, even being a veteran, I don't tolerate racism. I don't care. I don't care where you're from, what color you are, what language you speak. It doesn't matter. You know, I got it where it's, I can't tolerate it. If you want to bring that nonsense to me, you better just pack up your shit and just hit the road, because I don't want to hear it. And I'm going to tell you what I feel. And if that means you're not going to like me, or you come back and you just get ballsy with me, I'm not going to tolerate it, you know, and nobody should be tolerating it. Nobody, because it is nonsense. The day that we're living in, we should not be tolerating that. And nobody should be tolerating it. If you're seeing someone, you know, talk down to somebody, and, you know, using, you know, racial slurs and all that, you know, you should really think about it and say, what if I was in that person's shoes? Wouldn't I want to stick up for that person? Wouldn't I want to stand up and protect them? Absolutely. You would want someone to protect you. And, you know, if you see it happening to women, you know, or children, it's the same thing. What if that was my child? What if that was my sister, or my mother, or my aunt, my grandmother? You know, you would want someone to stick up for them. Well, you know what? It could be. So stick up for them. You know, give them a hand. Tell that person to back the fuck off, because it's nonsense. And I don't tolerate it. I don't tolerate it. I won't stand for it. And it's not all right. You know, it's disgusting. And it's out of this world. It's not what we fight for. We fight for freedom. As you know, the military, we're not fighting for anything other than freedom. That's it. You know, if someone else wants to say it's for something else, have at it. But I know what I signed up for, and that's to defend the Constitution of the United States from any enemy, foreign or domestic. And I won't tolerate it. You know, this is one of my small clips that I'm doing. You know, I have another show that's going to be airing on after this. You know, if someone's feeling down and blue or whatnot, you feel like, you know, you're not being accepted, you feel depressed, you know, you can always reach out to Fubar Studios Veteran Reinforcement. We are here to reinforce you that we are here for you. You know, no man is left behind, you know, because we've got your six. And when it comes to it, you know, if you don't want to even contact us, you know, pick up the phone and dial 988. Hit option 1. Why it's going to be option 1, to each its own. Because I think if I'm not mistaken, it's one's for veterans and then one's for civilians. So that's why it's a national number. It's so much easier to dial 988 than it is to dial that whole long veteran crisis number. You know, if you don't want to do that and just want to pick up your cell phone or go onto your computer and chat with somebody, they have that as well. So don't hesitate to do it. Put down whatever you are thinking of doing, put it down, talk, and let's get you through this. 22 a day is a ridiculous number. We should have it at 0. Nobody should be taking their lives at all. it is a sad, sad situation that people, including myself, have gone through on feeling down and depressed. And I'll be the first one to tell you, I've been there. I have thought about it. I have made attempt. It's a spot where you hit the lowest in your life, and you just want to give up. You cannot give up, because don't take anything else from this. Take this from this, is that you are wanted. Someone wants to talk to you. Someone wants to be there for you and help you out and get you through the situation that you're going through, because you will be missed. And I will be at least that person that will say, that I will miss you. I may not even know you, but I will say that, because again, nobody should be doing this and be fighting this alone, because it takes an army to support each other. It takes a village to raise kids. As my grandfather would say, it takes a whole village to raise a family. It does. We all can't just do it by ourselves. We all can't just do certain things by ourselves. We need to have others to support us. Being in the service, it's not just about the veteran who's serving. It's also the family that's left behind that is serving, because they're dealing with day-to-day life stuff while the sailor, soldier, the veteran is serving their country, but they're serving their country by being back at home and not being together as a family. Yes, we signed our name on the dotted line, that it's a blank check that we've given to this country that's going to be up and including our lives potentially, but the family is also giving that up, and they also know. And with that being said, it's without supporting, not just supporting the veteran, supporting the families. It could be the husband or wife, or the kids, or it could be the mother and father, or the grandparents. It doesn't matter. There's someone that is also needs the support, because they're giving up that part of their life. So with all that being said, I'm going to end the show, and I will catch you guys later. Please like and share. Also, we have the nominations going on right now, so definitely nominate Sinista1 Productions, because without him, again, all this wouldn't be here today. Same goes with even Oscar Mike Radio and everything. So with that being said, I'm going to sign out. Beavis Butthead, take it over for me, and I will see you guys next time.
Shut up! Shut up!
Yeah. Shut up!
You suck!
Stop, in the name of all that which does not suck.
Thanks for watching Fubar Studios Veteran Reinforcement. Please make sure to check out the Fubar Studios on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and visit the website at fubarstudio.com. Fubar Studios is a Sinista1 production.